Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 23 chat.
Hi. It's episode 15.
Are you okay?
No. I'm just so overwhelmed.
So much happening. The live feeds are freaking lit right now.
Drama.
Yeah. But anyway, last time on the show, Derek X nominated Sarah Beth and Brittany.
Sarah B.
Yes. Brittany.
All right. So he said, look, kids, not to worry. It's double pawns.
I mean, he didn't say that in his speech. He tried to make it sound like they were both kind of targets, you know? But he told both of them, you're pawns. I got another plan in mind.
And that is Christian.
Oh. Yeah, he wants to backdoor Christian. This is the time to make the move. He doesn't know if he's going to have this opportunity again.
So what does Brittany do? She does what Brittany does best, and that's have a meltdown. That's not true, because Brittany's meltdowns aren't even that good. They're just annoying.
I gotta say, though, she handled this nomination a lot better than the first two. Because
Third time's a charm.
She knew the plan going into it. So, because she was included in the plan, she feels better about it. It makes a big difference.
Well, Sarah B had to say, oh no, not on my birthday.
She was pissed.
My birthday week. How could they possibly put me on the block?
Yeah, so she had her one-on-one chat with Derek X, and
it was awkward. You think her endings to the live streams are awkward?
This was like 10 of those in a row.
Maybe more.
Sarah Beth goes in there with her little heart-shaped sunglasses on. I'm pretty sure I have the same exact ones.
I've seen those before.
I have the same ones. And yeah, that's aggressive, wearing sunglasses inside, like in the HOH room. That's bad enough. But then
my mother does that.
She sits there in silence, just waiting for Derek X to make the first move.
Just waiting for Derek X to say something.
That's like a classic negotiation tactic.
Mm-hmm.
To just wait for your counterpart to speak.
Well, he finally said, you win, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, that was not
the target.
That was not creative editing. Like, they sat in silence for that long.
It's like the nun in 3rd grade. I'm going to have all of you sit here and fold your hands on the desk until whoever took the pencil tells me.
Oh my god.
Whoever took my Christ pencil tells me.
Not the Christ pencil.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want you to go this week. You're not my target. So she's like, well, why would you put me up on the block? And he's like, I don't want to put up 2 jokers. And she's saying, if I win the power veto and come down, like, you're going to have to put up a joker in my place anyway. And he's like, do I?
No, I'm not.
Maybe I'm not putting another joker up.
Well, if I get house guest choice, I'm going to pick Christian to play for me. He's going to take me off the block.
And Derek X is like, well, if that's the case, I might just tell Christian, if you use that power veto, I'm putting Alyssa up as the replacement.
Oh, no! No, you didn't.
Yeah, so, I mean, he drops that hint that he's going after Christian, and Sarah Beth is kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'm cool with that. I mean, she's okay with the move, but she says she does not want to be up on the block for the rest of the week. So she's going to do whatever she can to get down.
Right.
Get
not
down
on my birthday week.
On it. Yeah.
All right. So Derek X has a little meeting with the Kings and says Brittany is the target.
He is not going to tell them his true plans, of course, because he wants to put Christian up on the block.
He's sitting right there with Christian.
Yeah. So to keep them calm, he's telling them that Brittany's the target, and you may be thinking, like, there's no way that's going to work. But it did.
They really bought it.
They bought it. They were believing it. They're like, okay, cool.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Derek X also told them if the veto was used, he would put up another joker.
Oh.
That was another lie.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alyssa has a little chat with Sarah B.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, you know, if I win the veto, I'm going to use it to take you off.
Well, all the Kings were telling her that. And Sarah Beth knows at this point that it would be Christian going up on the block. So she's like, I don't care. I'm going to have Alyssa use it on me, and then her little showmance is going to go up in my place.
Yes.
Damn.
Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Savage.
All right. Well, then it was time for the Power of Veto player picks.
All right. Derek X goes first, and he picks.
Did he go first?
Yeah.
I thought he went last.
He went first.
No, he did go first. Okay.
Oh, it's Alyssa.
Oh.
Good.
Derek X just didn't want Christian playing in this competition.
Right.
That was the last person he wanted to see.
Well, then Sarah B picks...
She was hoping for Kylan. What'd she get?
Oh, she got a Kylan cannon. See that?
It was Claire.
It's Claire. Claire Cannon.
And then Brittany says, I want anyone except for Kylan.
Oh, it's Kylan.
Oh. Dang.
All right, well.
So here we go. Christian is not playing in this Power Veto competition, so it could be a true Big Brother backdoor scenario.
Woo! Scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was the creepiest thing I've seen in a long time. Since maybe Over the Top. Sarah Beth laying in bed.
What was creepy about Over the Top?
When they had that scary in the dark competition.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
That was really creepy.
I forgot about that.
Row your boat. Win the veto.
Gently down the stream.
Gently down the stream. Win the veto. Save yourself and sacrifice
I
your
think it was
team.
Betray Your Team.
Betray it.
And then,
Betray
like,
it.
the laugh. Like a full-on Disney villain.
That was spooky.
That was wild, but I mean, she is playing a great villain right now.
It's Los Spookies.
We need some villains, right?
I will be happy for a villain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's time for the POV comp.
Okay.
And it's an 80s
80s
workout theme.
workout.
These were interesting exercises from Kingdom of Curl.
Curl-a-lot?
Curl-a-lot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what they're going for there. It's Camelot. I can't. The title of it kept making me think of like a beauty parlor or something. Like,
I mean, they did have those chairs that looked like they could be in a salon.
Oh, or a saloon.
Yes.
All right, so this is basically a Dirty Santa veto.
Yeah.
Prizes
Love
and
to
punishes.
See it. I mean, they do it pretty much every season now. So, yeah. Yep, prizes and punishments up for grab, and you're allowed to take them from somebody else who was eliminated before you. So, it's a good time.
All right, so they have some very sus exercise, beauty, school dropout equipment.
Yes.
You have to do as many reps as possible in the allotted time.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were 1 minute, some of them were 2 minutes.
Right.
So the first one was block burner. This was kind of lame. You had to rotate your ass from side to side, basically, by touching a weight bench and,
I don't know, something else.
something else.
Yeah, you had to go back and forth, and you had to, like, stay down in a squat.
Yeah. Okay. So Claire threw it.
Yeah, she was out of there.
And her prize was the Viceroy of Veto. And Sarah, Hannah.
And pause it there. I mean, if you're out first, you're probably not going to get to stick with the veto, but
yeah,
you don't have a choice if you're the first one out. So
is it
whatever
Viceroy
you get stuck with
or Viceroy?
I don't know, because I heard both tonight. I don't know.
All right, well, block burner. We're going to tell you who got what at the end, but block burner 2, which was basically block burner 1, but for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Sarah B, who had the least amount of reps.
I think this was a close one, too, between her and Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany was very close to being eliminated quite a few times.
Many times.
Yeah.
It was a miracle. This was a miracle of vetoes for Brittany.
Yeah.
Miracle.
So Sarah Beth ended up pulling the Baroness of Bling prize, and it was for $5,000. And she could have either stuck with that or taken the veto.
And she took the money.
And people were shooketh.
They were pissed.
Okay, here's the thing. I get how it's a bad look to be on the block and not take the veto, but at the same time, she was the second one eliminated. That veto's gonna get taken.
Or tooken.
Yeah. I mean, Brittany, the other nominee, is still in the competition. Obviously, Brittany is gonna go for that veto. So, the fact that the house guests were making such a big deal out of this all week, I think it's a bit much.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's a bit much. Again, I get how it's a bad look, but isn't that big of a deal? It's a little ridiculous. Anyway.
All right, well, the next one was the Booty Scooty 12K.
Okay.
And
this one you had to do, like, a circle with your hips
while
that sitting down.
Really eye candy for Derek F. Because he was really thirsting on Kylan.
Yeah, it was funny. to watch Derek F. watch Kylan.
And Kylan was out. I guess he couldn't rotate enough. I don't know. Maybe he saw Derek F. like looking at his crotch or whatever, and he was just like, I gotta get out. I
don't know. But he pulled out
Duke
the Duke of the Deck.
And he stole the veto.
Yes.
But he didn't end up with it. All right, then there was the Booty Scooty ×2 for 2 minutes. And Derek X, he couldn't rotate his ass fast enough, so he was out.
Yeah, and he pulled out the Jackass of Clubs. And he really wanted to go for the $5,000 to take it from Sarah Beth. And she was like,
even said, give me the $5,000.
Derek, no, don't do this to me.
Oh, that pissed me off so bad. And
he was really annoyed.
He's a very sensitive guy, deep down, I feel like.
But he ended up taking the veto from Kylan. He was like, fine, give me the veto, I guess. Damn.
Don't do it, Derek. Don't. I need that money.
Oh my gosh.
Need it for Shelly. All right, so then it came down to Alyssa versus Brittany.
Okay.
Both of these girls want to win something.
The Denialator. They had to do the Denialator.
They had bike helmets with GoPros strapped to the front, and they had to be like, blue.
Okay. After the veto, Alyssa could not stop saying how unfair this competition was because she's got a little pinhead like me, and she said her helmet was too big, so it wasn't fair.
You know what? Brittany's helmet was loose too.
Yeah. I don't think it was the helmet here. I think Brittany just freaking beasted that last round.
Brittany turned into Beauty and the Beast. She was just like...
I can't even do it because it's going to hurt my brain.
I don't want to get bruises on my brain, but it was sick.
It was a blowout. What
was it, like 118 to like 88 or something
like that?
It was like ridiculous.
It wasn't even close.
So Alyssa was eliminated in shame and won the count of communication, which she, I think, gratefully accepted.
It was a pretty sick prize. What'd she get? A phone and a laptop?
A phone and a laptop, a call from home.
And if she's still here in 4 weeks, she gets a video message. Wow.
Wow, you've really worked too hard today. Your eyes are so bloodshot.
I know, I'm so tired and my contacts are killing me.
You're torturing her.
Contacts are killing me.
All right, so Brittany said, I do not want the Lord of the Latrine prize punishment. I want the veto.
Yeah. And did you see how pissed Derek X was when she went to take it? He was just like...
He got Toilet King.
But I think he was more pissed that he didn't go for the money.
$5,000.
Yeah, because...
I don't blame him. I would be very pissed about
I think he really regretted it, and he felt like it was a moment of weakness in him that he didn't just go ahead and take the money, even though Sarah Beth was crying. So...
All right, so here's the final standings.
Yeah. Okay.
Claire. She got Duke of the Deck.
So, she's going to have to wear, I think they called it the carditard. And she's going to have to play 52 pickup whenever Big Brother tells her to. And that's a week long.
Oh.
Yeah. Kylan.
Jackass of Clubs.
His punishment is also a week long.
Oh. That's a lot of club sandwiches.
He's dressing up like a donkey. Love the costume. And he's going to have to prepare club sandwiches every time Big Brother says.
Baby Talks, Sarah B got the $5,000
when that caused a lot of drama.
Shamed Derek X from taking it from her. Shame on you. And then Alyssa got her phone call and other assorted communication prizes.
Yeah.
Derek X is the Lord of the Latrine.
Which we'll talk about in a minute.
And Brittany got her veto and her win, and she was just so giddy.
That was quite a celebration from her.
Wow. You know what? Good for her.
This is for my fam!
Wow.
All right. Well, anyway, then it was time for Derek X to start his punishment, the Lord of the Latrine.
So
This was a fun one. This was one of the best ones I've seen in a while.
This is a good one.
This was only 24 hours, so he dressed up in his medieval times costume.
He's got one of those long horns. And yeah, every time somebody has to make a liquid or a solid or anything in between, He's got to unlock the bathroom door for them.
And then announce
what they're doing.
That they're going. He didn't have to say what they're doing, but...
Are you doing a 1 or a 2?
That was something a little extra he added on at times.
And Tiffany actually came up with a 1.5.
No!
What does that actually mean?
There's probably like a fart in there or something. But anyway, yeah. He was all like, Lady Alyssa is using the porcelain throne.
For the 4th time today. Maybe she needs some fiber.
Stream.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think he really embraced it.
For the first bit. And then he was kind of sick of it.
I think he had a good time with it.
I mean, it was fun. You know, he could really play it up.
He looked great in the costume. Mm-hmm. He made it fun, in the beginning at least.
Yeah.
And good for him.
You know...
he should have took the money.
Yeah. When things got not fun. When it was the morning of the Power Veto ceremony. And Derek X is still doing his punishment. He's still in costume. And he's like...
He tells Alyssa, guess what? I'm thinking about putting Christian.
Yeah. And she was like, what? Why?
Oh, no! Why would you do that?
Uh-oh.
He will come for you.
He decided to not make it a full blindside and give her the heads up beforehand because he's trying to salvage some sort of...
He had done the blind side.
I know, right? That would have been sick. But he wanted to salvage some sort of relationship with her. And she's trying to convince him not to do it. She's saying, it's too soon. Don't do this.
He
we
won't
have
come
the numbers.
After you.
Yeah.
He could have come after you and he didn't.
She kept claiming that they weren't planning on targeting him. But they definitely were planning on targeting him next week. So that was BS. But yeah, she's trying to argue for Christian to stay off. Just put up Big D. Whatever.
So then Alyssa comes back into the bathroom and Christian's like, is everything okay? And she's like, no. He's coming for you.
Christian's like, F!
Yeah, he really freaking lost it, man. He was like...
Just wait.
Running around like a caged pit bull. And it...
But he didn't want to... Alyssa told him, like, calm down. Don't say anything. Don't do anything weird. Because she was telling him, like, I got this. I'm going to take care of this. Like,
right.
You just...
Great. You didn't, though. Did you?
I mean, there was nothing she could do at that point. But then...
They have a meeting with Derek X.
Who?
The Kings.
Oh. Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people were, like, in and out of that gym. Like, Tiffany went in there. She was like, stick to your guns. You want to make this move. Sarah Beth was saying, do this. There was actually some info exchange, too. Sarah Beth was telling Derek X, like, Alyssa and Christian are coming after you. They said they're targeting you. So you have to follow through with this move. And he let Sarah Beth know that Alyssa and Christian and Xavier, all the rest of the former Kings, were planning on voting out Sarah Beth if she was up on the block next to Big D.
Right.
So
Derek X says, well, if you don't want Christian on the block, how about Derek F?
And Sarah was like, no. Sarah Beth said, no.
She's like, well, do what's best for your game. But
yeah.
Don't put up Derek F! This was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it's time for the POV meeting. And Brittany's like, okay, everybody come in because I freaking won the veto and I'm going to use it. But right before the meeting.
What? This never happens.
No, it was stopped. Because Christian pulls Derek X into the storage room because he wants to give him one last hurrah.
Don't put me up on the block, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. And it was ridiculous. I've never seen anything so stupid. You don't do that right before the meeting.
And it wasn't working.
No, it wasn't.
It was not working.
And friggin' Big Brother left it as a cliffhanger. Bitch,
Dang.
please. Come on.
The suspense. They're really milking
this. We all know what's going to happen. We all know. All
right. Well, tune in tomorrow to find out if Derek X follows through with the backdoor move.
Even if you're a casual, come on. You know. You know.
All right. Well, tomorrow's going to be exciting. We have the Power Veto ceremony. We've got the eviction coming up.
Let's just say their shirt is popping off right
yeah.
now.
The feeds
right
are nuts.
now.
Feeds are nuts tonight. And also,
you don't want to miss tomorrow's spoiler.
Yeah. And tomorrow, we're going to find out what the new twist is.
Right.
So, that's going to be exciting.
Let's twist again. Like we did last summer.
All right. So, thank you all so much for watching. That's all we got.
Thanks for buying the cookbook.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Thanks for leaving a review. Thanks for being awesome.
Yep. And until tomorrow,
much love.